And
All right,
Heche.
gentlemen.
Nigga, what
Hey,
the? And how you, is that how you say her name?
Heche.
I don't
Are you
know.
laughing?
Bro, this shit
Yeah,
is
that's
crazy.
wild. Just stop
Bro, what
making me
happened?
laugh.
Maybe
All
we
I
need
seen
to
was a
skip
video.
this topic.
All right, so basically, it said it's a lot of stuff being said, but essentially, she ran her car into somebody's house at like 100 miles an hour. Car engulfed in flames, and she died days later.
Says she has severe brain damage.
Yeah. And then we've all seen the video. I take it. You know what I'm saying? So Cudi feels very strongly about this one, so we can let him go first.
Well, I'm gonna say a little backstory about Miss Ann. Rest in peace, or rest in positivity paradise, whatever you want. First, she has a documentary still gonna come out about James Weinstein, not James Weinstein, Epstein, buddy, with the children island. Yeah,
Jeffrey Epstein.
She had a documentary coming out about that, and this Ellen DeGeneres' ex-wife, I want to say.
Yeah.
And if this is that wife, I want to say this is the same lady that did the chemtrails documentary. Which, if y'all know what chemtrails is, like when y'all see that little rocket going across the sky, a lot of people say they're spreading chemicals. That's why you be sick. Like if you ever seen that rocket and then like a couple of days, you probably get like a little cold or something like that. Most people like connect that with that. Prince was a big believer in that too. But so it's like she does a lot of that, like trying to break, like the hidden government type stuff. So it's just weird that, for me, documentary about to come out. She runs into somebody's house at how many miles per hour you said?
It was like 100 miles an hour.
Crazy to me. And then, like, if you look at the clip, it looked like she was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all not going to, like, I'm about to get out of here. But then people just like, no, like, back in on. Like, the paramedics did that quick. Like, I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, though, as a paramedic, but that was crazy to me. But
on the other side of the vehicle.
I'll let everybody talk.
He's completely alive.
What?
Who playing it through the mic?
That was my fault. I was watching it again.
Man, I seen that shit. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like when she like popped up, I'm like, I kind of was getting the same vibes that Cudi was getting. Like they was like, you know what I'm saying? like how you get your ass up? You ain't even supposed to be awake right now. Like it was definitely like, even you could tell from like, one thing I did want to bring up, it did sound like the people talking, they were referring to like a male, like they were saying he. So that confused me too. But it didn't seem like the normal protocol is all I'm gonna say. But I don't know.
Sure.
It just tripped me out in a few different ways, like, because I thought the firemen might have, like, their arms might have been, the paramedics, their arms might have been tired, so they was like trying to rush her in, and then they was gonna try to question her, like, oh, why are you moving? But I don't know that. And then I guess the camera angle also, that's the other thing that stood out to me. Like they had it zoomed in so we could see her getting out or him getting out. And then they zoomed out of the whole thing and like panned away from it. I'm like, that's the action, bro. Like, we trying to figure out what's going on. So I didn't see what happened. I don't know if anybody figured out what happened after that little 15-second clip.
It said she went into a coma and became brain dead.
No dead stuff on TV, my boy.
Yeah, they accidentally.
You can show like fake dead.
Totally off topic. Yeah. Well, it's not off topic. They accidentally did that when that gas thing exploded in Durham.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was finding people in the rubbish, helping them out, and it was dead people. They were showing them on the news, and I was like, "Yo!" But anyway,
yeah, and do that. You're supposed to blur it out.
Yeah, they messed up. How you feeling about the Heche situation?
I was gonna say, I feel like the reporter just was not knowing who it was, just said who he thought it was initially. You know, a lot of times people default to saying he versus he. That's the only thing I was thinking about in the video when people were saying. I don't know. I was reading the other tweets, and they were saying it seemed normal because of like the adrenaline, her body in shock, whatever's on. But they were saying she was also in the bag because her face was burned and they were trying to cover her up. And I would say like it makes sense why the bag wasn't closed, so that oxygen, like there was still air circulating through that, but her face was just covered up. At least that shit all made sense. But also with your
But
like,
tell y'all,
which
while
also
Walt is like ding ding ding, Walt might be about right. Because that wasn't a body bag. That was a burn blanket because she was burned.
Yeah.
She was wrapped up in a burn blanket. She wasn't dead yet because they even got stuff on scene of her like moving and, like talking and stuff. But they wrapped her up in the blanket because she was severely burned. And that's why the firefighters had her taken her to a fire truck or whatever, not the ambulance taking her to a ambulance. Not EMS taking her to an ambulance.
Got you.
So,
now, when they was about to stuff her in, and then they got there tried to turn her into handsome Squidward, I don't know. I don't know what they was doing when they was goddamn mom. But
nah, I don't know. I mean, I guess not when you break it down like that, it makes sense. But like when you just seeing that shit, it's like, what the fuck?
Because and another thing, paramedics, firemen, even like they don't handle dead bodies like that. That would be the coroner's office.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
I didn't even know that.
Well, she sat up like the Exorcist.
The way she sat up, I was like, honestly, the way she sat up, I would think that she wouldn't have died.
Right.
But like you said, adrenaline and all that. So, that probably played a big. Yeah.
I can
see
see
myself. I was like, I'm good. But,
Litter was obviously trying to break it down. But
that's sad though.
It is.
Nah, that is sad.
Word?
I didn't know she was a lady from John Q. That's crazy. I'm sorry, what you say, Eddie?
No, I was just like, did we get any of her words like after that instance? I know reporters was all in her shit. Like, what the hell were you doing?
I don't know if they let any reporters by Eddie.
I think she went into a coma and died.
Like, she went into a coma. I don't think. I don't know if they just.
And if they asked her, she'd probably be like, "Man, I'll press the gas and this shit would not come back up."
Who said somebody set me up?
Oh God, the brake line probably went out.
Some people were saying
they said she.
My fault.
Nah, you good. I was gonna let you.
I was like, some people were saying she was on drugs too. Like, so they were saying she was on fentanyl. That was a thing.
That's why she set up like that.
Yeah.
I don't
about every conspiracy shit. Prince was the healthiest nigga we knew. They say he died off drugs. That shit was crazy to me.
I don't really know too much about like what happened when Prince died.
He said, "I don't know too much about drugs."
Nigga died. They found a nigga with pills.
He said, "You found him where?"